Okay, so this video is going to be about Oscar, which is a free and open source software you can use to analyze your CPAP data, make changes for the better, and ultimately get better sleep. The idea here is basically just to enable you guys into little Oscar wizards that can independently self-manage your therapy if you feel like you're not getting the care that you deserve. Of course, later I'm going to swindle you guys into my pyramid scheme and monetize the whole thing, but for now, let's just get this up and running and get started. Let's go. So what we'll do is we'll download it, we'll open it up, create a profile, and I'll show you some of the very basic features. So open up your browser, just punch in Oscar download. This is a website here, sleepfiles.com. So you have to choose the operating system that your computer is. I'm on Windows right now. There's Mac, Linux, etc. I already have this downloaded, but you just click here and then just, smash next and finish until it's installed. Okay, once it's downloaded, you'll have a little desktop shortcut like this. Open it up, obviously. You won't have a profile here like you can see on the screen. That's my profile, so you have to create a new profile. We'll call this CPAP friend. Now, where the developers honestly deserve some praise is they've incorporated so many customization features, and it really makes you feel like they made the software just for you. As you can see, there's all these options. You can password protect, put your name in, your address, your email, height, weight, CPAP information, doctor information, etc. For the interest of time, I'm not going to do all that. So we created the profile. So now we need to actually add data. So you have to stick the SD card into the computer. You can come up here and go import CPAP card data. And what the program will do is it'll actually look for the SD card. And as you can see, it found it. It says, hey, would you like to import from this SD card that we found? And you just click yes. Now, two little notes. One, I already have this information on Oscar, so I'm not going to click yes. Two, if you've never imported data from your SD card into Oscar, it could take a very long time depending on how much data you have on the SD card. So like if you've been, your SD card can record for years. So if you've been recording for years and you stick it in, it could take a long time to download all that data. So once you do that, then your profile looks something more like this. Not exactly like this. I've already customized it a little bit, but I'll show you all the little functions that I use to basically get my screen to look as it does. So let's just start from the top left here. So this is a calendar. You can collapse it, clicking here, open it, collapse, open. It goes forward a month, this green arrow, goes backward a month, this green arrow. You can skip across the year to a different month, clicking here. You can change the year here, etc. So all the black dates, those are dates that do not have data. All the blue ones, like this one and this two, those are dates that do have data. So today's the 6th. All the dates in the future, obviously, don't have data. You can see here in August, all of these dates have data. So down here, you have basically summaries. Here's your AHI, machine information, summary of the events during the night, summary of statistics, definitely not going to get into that right now, and summary of your device settings, and then summary of your sessions. A session is just basically when you turn your machine off, when you turn your machine on and then turn your machine off. That's one session. So if you look at my graph right here, you can see that there's all this data, and then there's nothing. I turned my machine off there. Here I turned it back on till the end of the night. So sessions are helpful because, if you get up in the middle of the night to take a piss or to microwave some cheese, you can actually, at that point in time, choose to include that data or not. So if you go down here on the bottom left, you can see I can click this and it'll actually eliminate the entire session. And it'll recalibrate the data, all the summaries that I just briefly mentioned. Here we have what are event flags throughout the night. So on the bottom, these pop-ups. On the bottom, you can see we have the time of the night on the x-axis. So here's 4:50 a.m., etc. And in the graph, you can see all these little lines. Well, this line, for example, is a hypopnea that happened around 3:50 a.m. And I know it's a hypopnea because right here is the hypopnea column, or row rather. This is the row. So I had one here, etc. The flow rate is basically your breathing. I find this to be the most informative and telling chart, and that's why I pinned these two. You can see that they're a little bit different than the other graphs below, and they have a little green thumbtack on them. You just right click the y-axis and you can unpin it or pin it. When you pin it, you can't actually move it anymore. Whereas these ones, you can see I can move them up and down by grabbing and dragging. You can also change the size of them by clicking the bottom or top edges and then dragging. Now, you might be asking yourself, okay, Mr. CPAP friend, I just want to know which graphs I should be looking at to troubleshoot and optimize my therapy. And the answer is going to vary a little bit by who you ask, but I think it's pretty safe to say that almost everyone would agree event flags, flow rate, flow limit, leak rate, snore, a little bit less important. Pressure, definitely if you're on a variable pressure machine. I'm on a constant pressure machine, so it means nothing to me, right? Because I know what my pressure is doing at the beginning of the night, the middle of the night, and the end of the night. It's doing the same thing. And then there's all these other graphs down here, which they were integrated because they are valuable to some extent, but I'm not using them really. Oh, another thing, if you click and drag, you can see this window that comes up. It'll zoom in on whatever that window is. So if I go like this, it's going to zoom in between 420 and let's call this 420 and 430. And when you click, left click, it zooms in. Right click zooms out. And you can see up top here, it's also highlighting the portion of time that I'm looking at right now. Right click makes it bigger, 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 etc. And these are actually your individual breaths. Down here on the bottom left, you can see event types. These are the events that are included in the event flags graph up here. So you can choose which ones you want to be looking at and which ones you don't. On the bottom right over here, these are the graphs in this list of graphs that are included. So if their presence bothers you, you can unclick them. But so you guys were introduced to the profile tab. Welcome is just the front page. And the daily tab. There's still the overview and statistics. We'll go over that in later videos. And of course, there's the entire menu, which we didn't go into at all. But this should at least get you up and running